Well, hey everyone, welcome back, and hope everything's going good. Me, personally, I'm doing pretty good as I just found myself a new project, and it's not like I needed a new project or I got room or time for a new project, but some projects you just can't pass up on, and I think this was one of them. So let's go check it out. It's in the back of the truck. So I just showed up with this. Found myself a 350 cubic inch small block Chevy for $100 bucks. First things first, I better find my gloves because we gotta get this stuff out of here. Ha, there they are. Well, hey guys, welcome back to my garage, and as you can see, I've come up with another project. So what I got here is a 350 cubic inch small block Chevy that I picked up off Facebook for $100 bucks. Yeah, that's right, $100 bucks. So what I'm going to do tonight, I'm going to tear this thing down and see what I got. I know there's been tons of small block Chevy footage all over YouTube. I tried watching all of it because it entertains me too. And either way, I'm going to do my own. Bunch of crap in there. Oh yeah, come check this out. Oh man. There we go. Look at that. Crusty. Look at that. I got stuff all over the lens too. Oh my god. I'm not ready for this. So anyone remember when their mom used to lick their fingers and rape your face? I sure make an ugly mom, don't I? Cast iron ones are heavy. All right. Somebody's been in here, because that's not the bolt they use in the factory. The other two were the correct bolts, but someone came up with that one. need another scrap pail soon. Nice! So far we got ourselves a nice $100 core. We still got lots of work to do. Oh. Now, nothing's blowed up, but some crap's definitely gone through that one. Hey, don't entirely judge me, eh? This thing is mine, and I'm just having a great time slamming it apart. I know how to be gentle with them. This is for fun. Alright. Not too much end play in it either. All right. All bearings are off. Beautiful. I like it. So I've got a feeling we're going to have a good clean core here. So next step typically is we knock out the expansion plugs, remove all the galley plugs, the drain plugs, the cam bearings, and we go into the hot tank with it. I do another step before that though. Before I even go through the effort of removing any of that crap, I like to pressure test the block first. That way there, it doesn't waste any of my time removing those plugs. Doesn't waste my time and energy and hydro throwing that thing in the hot tank for a night, and then pulling it out to rinse it off, and then to Magnaflux it and use up my powders. So I like to pressure test them first, and that way there, if there's any cracks in the water or pinholes, I'll find it right away. And even though I pressure tested it, when it comes back out of the hot tank, I'm going to mag it in the areas that the pressure test did me no justice. So I'm going to check all my main saddles, I'm going to check all the bolts, I'm going to check the deck, everywhere on the deck, because I put a rubber plate on, a plate with a piece of rubber in there, and I bolt that down. So even if there's a crack in the deck and I pressure test it, well, we got that big rubber gasket. It's not going to let, you know, any crack expose itself, because it's going to be sealed up pretty good. So pressure test first, then a clean, then Magnaflux. That's how I like to do it. So let's get on with that. All right. So first thing I did is I scraped and buffed this area off, because I'm going to have to put a plate in the gasket there. This is one of the areas that you need to block off from the cooling system to test it, and this is actually where I put the air in. For that job, we got this little slide hammer. One. And two. Just like that. Then a buff. Alright, so I'm going to say it's passed a visual inspection. I don't see anything obvious. Now we stick our plate on. Alright, so this is my pressure testing setup that I do on the blocks before I even completely strip them and throw in my hot tank, because you know, it sucks going through all that and then finding out it's cracked. So we crank in around, you know, 35 to 40 psi of air. Hopefully this shows up in the video. And you know, we just go through. If there was a crack here, it'd be you know, it'd be bubbling up. I think there'd actually be a visual issue anyways, but run through the program. This is what it would look like if there was a crack. As the air starts seeping through and bubbling. So, I see no signs of water damage on this block, and so far I see no bubbles. So I'm satisfied with that. And again, there's nothing obvious here. When these things do start cracking, they like to crack in between here. Sometimes they split down into here. Crack there, they like to crack there. Again, sometimes they split down into here. I've seen them crack all along in here. And you know, a lot of times they'll be very visual, especially if you're looking for it. If you know they crack there and you get your face down in here looking for it, and you move around, let the light change glares, and you might find that crack. Looks good, so I'm going to continue on with the pressure test. Whoop! Work easier if I take these dowels out first. All you guys wrestling at these with vice grips and stuff, invest into one of these. They're not that much money. They work awesome. I bought mine from Good Sun Tools. I don't know, you know, some guys struggle with those. You just seen how fast I popped those out. You watched me just tear these heads off. You know, there was no staging on this project. This is go Jay go. So anyone that knocks those out from time to time, go buy one of those. We're dudes, right? We like buying tools. That's a fun one to buy. Same thing again. I can hear some leaks. I already know what it's going to be. There it is. Flip her up, check the sides. Sometimes you get rotten core plugs or expansion plugs and they leap out. That's fun to watch. Quite often, almost always really, These damn things, they leak, especially when I'm cramming 30 to 40 psi in there. They always leak. This one's holding up pretty good. That's good because I'm standing in front of it. If that thing popped out, you guys would have something to laugh about. So at this point, I'm sold. I'm satisfied, man. I just got myself a $100 4-volt main 350 Chevrolet engine that isn't all messed up. And you know, all the rods look good, the crank looks good, the block pressure tested good. We still got a Magnaflux coming up, but I'm pretty sure this one's going to be a gooder. So yeah, that makes me happy. That's it for that. Let's get my plates off. There we go. So since I'm seem to be in the zone and I've already got this giant mess made, let's get all the plugs out and get the cam bearings out. All right, it's a pretty saturated gasket. Usually they're super hard and crusty. This one is it's pretty soggy. All right, so distracted. Don't like this fitting back here. I'll let the block lay down flat. Go. Just like that. No more cam bearings. And another grimy tool. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Next, let's get this seal out of here. There we go. Plugs. Plugs everywhere. Oop. Somewhere on this thing it says do not strike. Probably says wear safety glasses too. Not gonna hurt nothing. All right. This is a stripped block. I might as well get this stuff in the hot tank tonight. Why not? There's no reason to wait for another day. So, yeah, I'm going to clean up my mess here a little bit, and I'll see you back in a few minutes. Alright, now we're going to come hang out the press, because I like to reuse these rods if they check out good, and we definitely don't want these pistons for many reasons. Anyways, so I'm still back in the 18th century here, and I got to use a hand press, but that's okay, because for you YouTuber viewers, we got fast forward, so this won't be so brutal to you. Just like that. Alright, so now I got these bolts. I'm not reusing these. We'll be putting some ARP hardware in these rods. So we've got to get these out. Again, various ways. Here's mine. There we go. 2 bolts. Alright, well, got the block, the crank, the rods, and all the caps all set up in baskets in the tank here, and that's it for them. So long. Alright, we'll come back tomorrow, and that stuff should be pretty clean. Now it's going to be time for me to clean my mess up, because I'm going home.